What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. We are finding ourselves in the custom scenarios once again, and today we are going to play math. One of the most head-hurting school subjects become mankind's deadliest disease, math. Infect the world and kill it off with numbers, symbols, equations, and many more. Can humanity outsmart math? Depends on which math, huh? Because some math is quite annoying. Normal difficulty as per usual, we play as math. Hello there! Hi. You're here to destroy the planet with math, aka mental abuse to humans. That's hilarious, I like that. You start off on the lower levels of its education level around the first grade, continue your way up into 12th grade and up to achieve mental abuse. Achieve. I like the picture, it's pretty fun. Begin solving. Select a country to begin learning math and its deadly brilliance to its human beings. Be on the lookout for math haters around, they'll attempt to erase it from existence. I like it a lot. So let us start. Where do we start with math? We start in Australia. I don't know why, it's just where I want to start this time. I do want to mix it up a little bit. These starting locations are by no means ideal, but we'll do it anyway. So, transmissions, addition. Adding numbers becomes a bust for children all around. Urban areas susceptible. Okay. Symptoms. Insomnia. Cool that it's green, but hey. Kids worry so much on math work that they can't sleep it off. Unable to work in peace. Now this is something I like straight off the bat. You can pick regular symptoms that you find in regular diseases. But what I like here is you change the text to make it fit your scenario. I like that a lot. And it leads to paranoia. Children fear that they'll fail badly on their math work, or on their work, regardless if it's good or bad, unable to cooperate. Hypersalivation. Students drool on their work and continue to do so, pretty infectious. Okay. Headache. Children develop small headaches at the optical lobe of their brains. The kids cannot focus on their math work. Makes sense? Pre-algebra. Very easy and simple mathematical expressions and equations are found here. First grade through third grade are vulnerable. Other grades suspected to infect. Algebra. Challenging mathematical questions where problem solving and graph analysis are. 4th to 6th grade vulnerable. Other grades suspected. Cheat sheet. Students use paper with all their answers to solve problems. Slows worldwide detected? But teachers take notice of this. Genetic hardening branch. Thanks for telling us. Appreciate it. So we pick addition first because transmissions are fun. And it leads to subtraction. Subtracting numbers forces kids to constantly ask their teachers for help. Rural areas are susceptible. What we have here is an urban country, so rural is not especially useful right about now. But we'll pick it up anyway because, well, we need it anyway. Multiplication. Multiplying numbers makes kids feel all sorts of emotions, mainly aggression and depression. Poor areas are vulnerable. That's funny. Oh, I didn't read it. I thought it was standard text. I'm sorry. You can press pause and read it if you so choose to. That costs 8 points and we will grab it soon. Maybe. Math begins to spread. Standard. It leads to division. Dividing numbers leads children into much confusion for different forms. Rich areas are vulnerable. This is something we need because we are in a rich country right now. And we are waiting for 10 points. This is going rather slow, but we have picked a bad country to start. Generally, rich countries are terrible starting spots, but you know, I did it anyway, because why not? And apparently right now we are forced to take algebra, so we unlock the next branch. Which means we need to continue to 3 points, which we will get soon, maybe. 3 points, please. Thank you. We pick algebra. It leads to drug abuse. Drug abuse? Okay. Students bring relief drugs to help them feel better and not feel stress. Rich countries vulnerable. I do want this. 12 points. And geometry. Very elusive but easy mathematics involving shapes, volume and netting. 7th to 10th grade vulnerable. Other grades suspected. Math infects hundreds. The usual deal. Math spreads to Indonesia. Now the Indonesian people will have math. Integers. Understanding positive, negative and the lonely zero becomes a problem to teach students. Everyone hates the lonely zero. Everyone. And I mean that. Not much going on right now. We are just waiting for 12 points. We have it. Drug abuse 1. Now this is the issue with starting in a rich country. It goes slowly. Very, very slowly. Not something I typically would do, but hey. We want a little bit of variety here. Thank you. And thank you. At least we are spreading to some islands, huh? It leads to free pass 1. Students use a pass to get out of their math tests, exams and worksheets. More time to figure why. Genetic reshuffle branch, okay. Drug abuse 2. Students possess much deadlier drugs, those prescribed to other people. Rich countries become aware of this. That's not something I want. So they become aware, so it doesn't actually improve us in rich countries, or how am I to understand this? I think I want this first. Fractions, decimals and percents. The 3 painkillers of 1 whole to a third cramps with thick skulls of children. Cure slows down. 10 points. These are very livid descriptions, I like that. Headache mutated. But yeah, these livid descriptions, I like it a lot. Let's pick it up. Grids, graphs and statistics. 3 even more complicated topics discussed in classrooms. Nations prepare for a worldwide impact. It so oversells what math actually is, and it puts such a dramatic perspective on it all. That really, really impresses me so far. It's really cool. True understanding. The small helpless children rethink their lives and use math as their guidance. Others begin to notice this event. Do we now like math or do we dislike math? I'm not quite sure. I think we like math. We want math to take over the world, is what I think it is. Probability and chance. Having kids to spread the disease relies on luck and its quantity. Shifts may occur. Not quite sure what that means, but we'll pick it up anyway because I like more transmission. And because I really like these trees. More infectious than TB. I am intrigued by this now. New-minded disease spreading, that is fine. But I am really intrigued by this scenario so far because of what it offers. Let's pick paranoia. It leads to confusion. Kids are having issues solving questions, even the simplest of equations. More thinking time is needed. And true understanding. I like true understanding. Let's pick that up. Social cohesion. Some students communicate with each other with their feelings about math. Infectivity is increased is always great. Successor. Children change their ways with math as they get good grades. These kids see this subject more than a learning book. I mean, there's odd people all around, so that is actually believable. Australia starts to work on cure. Yeah, you hate math, don't you? Australians. Let's pick geometry. It leads to cold complaint. Students will complain that it is too cold in class to avoid doing their work. Cold countries susceptible. Heat complaint. Students will complain that it is too hot in class in order to ditch their work. Hot countries susceptible. Cheetahs, right there, okay. Calculus. Incredible hard mathematics, where long equations, multiple letters, and odd naming take place. I agree with the odd naming. 11th and 12th grade vulnerable. College grade closing in. We'll see, we'll see. Let's look at what geometry let's look at what geometry unlocked. Perimeter. Adding sides of shapes conflicts with other people's thoughts. Cure becomes easier. I don't want easier cure, I want worse cure. Willpower. Children use their mathematical intelligence to stop aggravated assaults. Tensions rises, this happens. I prefer Successor. Successor seems less deadly and a whole lot less dangerous to have us seen as a big threat, because being seen as a big threat right now is not what I want. That would lead probably Greenland to shut down their airports. Hate Greenland. Oh, this is lethal. Well, maybe I was on the wrong path all along. Devotion. Students do any means to spread the work of mathematics. Those who oppose math pay the price. That sounds hilarious. Let's pick it up anyway. Obsession. Students are so obsessed with math that they believe it should become a religion. They'll kill to make it happen. Sure. Cold countries, more cold countries and hot countries. Thank you. I do need the 2 cold and the 1 hot, because I surely want to get into several islands still. So increasing the effectiveness there is important. Willpower mutated, thank you. I mean, infectivity is increasing so much even here, so... Bad language. The smart kids use inappropriate words into getting the bad people's attention. Minor conflicts occur. I want confusion and this. Aggression. Students use books, pencils, rulers, etc. in fighting other people. War breaks out in other countries. This is kind of escalating a little quickly, don't you think? War breaks out? Like, are you serious? Okay. Now Russia is not having a whole lot of infected people, which I don't like at all. We need more transmissions. Area. Multiplying numbers to find a shape's insides. Changes kids' view on math. Cures easier. I don't care right now. I want more infectivity. Circumference. A combo of perimeter and pi creates one of the worst childhood memories to exist. Requires more research. That's something I like. Violence. Children will use their strength in hurting others in order to make them like math. Death totals continue to rise. Not yet. Not yet. First I want calculus, and the last is trigonometry. Exceedingly complex mathematics filled with so much math that the young could die from it. College grades vulnerable, there's no escape. Okay. What symptoms does it lead to? Immaturity. Kids that lost hope in mathematics become irresponsible and selfish delinquents. Severe and strict places. Let's pick it up. Disloyalty. Students are very rude to their teachers, friends and family. Fight may inflict injuries, quite deadly. Delirium. Children are incapable to focus on any of their work. They suffer from intense headaches that leads to killing themselves. This is taking a quite the grim turn here. We're not getting to Greenland though, I think. Greenland will doom us. Disloyalty mutated. I mean, we're killing a lot. I think we'll just pick all this up. Volume. Areas buffed with three-dimensional shapes and more multiplication. Science requires more work and theories to explain why. Logic. A single sentence with no errors, correct grammar, and lots of thinking put into saying it puts many into a severe state of confusion. Variables. A simple equation with a letter leads many students in furious anger, potentially lethal. So now the transmissions are even lethal. Economics. Economics? Whatever. All things of math cause the economy to collapse due to confusion, aggression, and annoying excuses. Very lethal in Q reduction. Exponents. Multiplying the same number for a certain amount of times irritates those who attempt it. Small impacts happen. Let's grab it. Square roots. Dividing a number without knowing how to divide just one number to get a square. Other fellow kids ask others for assistance. Pythagorean theorem. A combo of geometry and algebra mixed with a formula. Many will bully the weak to find the answers. We are as effective as it gets, so I really don't know what to pick here anymore. We are just waiting to get into Greenland, and when we are in Greenland, thank you, thanks a lot. Now I want this to rise a little bit, be delirium mutated. Okay, it leads to solitude. The disability of working on math has led kids into separating them from all that exist. Died from starvation and malnutrition. This is incredibly dark here. Come on, people of Greenland. Infect a little more. Violence. I mean, all this is pretty odd. Insanity. These followers became lost from their real lives and become one with the intelligent. War continues to break out. So much war. I prefer solitude. Rebel. Kids no longer believe in their loved ones, forcing to take actions against the caring. Suicide. Oh, holy shit, look at how lethal that is. It very much decreases infectivity, though I don't want that right now. I want more infected in Greenland. Once this spirals, I will pick it up, but... Hey, insanity mutated. Worship! Every single student on this planet worships math as a powerful religion. None can overpower its learning benefits. So these are the two winning conditions. They either worship it or suicide. Okay. We did a non-kill based one in A Demon Awakens, I think, so I do want to get a kill based one this time. Let's pick up suicide and have him killed. Unless worship randomly develops. Or mutates, sorry. Let's look at what this has to offer though. The derivative. One of the biggest headaches to ever exist in calculus. Trauma results in seconds. Worship. So we might win without killing. Yeah, we win without killing anyway. Everyone liked math. Math itself has become a worldwide religion and forever a monastery to humans. Math haters now like the subjects. Animals follow the questions and the sentient answers answer the problems. So we now won without lethality. Okay. Math is forever your God and Savior. So what do I think of this? Now, first of all, I think the symptom tree is a little messed up in that going for worship still has plenty of lethality in it. I mean, it's obviously intended, but it's a little odd. It's not how other scenarios and other diseases usually go about it. It's pretty cool though. I mean, killing still decreases cure and gives you points, so for the whole winning thing it's still pretty good, but maybe it's a bit counterintuitive to have all that killing result in a non-lethal winning condition. Apart from that, it painted a pretty grim picture, but I liked it. I really liked how it painted this whole math is like the evil. The way it did it, the livid descriptions, the way it showcased math as being such a terrible thing to come over the world. It's just pretty well done. Kudos to the author. Pretty well written and well made scenario. Definitely kudos to the author. I certainly recommend it. It was one of the best that I've played so far. Everything customized, pretty much. And what I also liked, even when you have taken regular diseases and regular symptoms, the text was changed to fit the narrative. I liked that a lot. Definitely gets a plus from me, a recommendation from me, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So until next time with the next scenario, we will see each other then. Until then, farewell.